I won Britain's Got Talent, but nobody recognizes me. Sydnie Christmas' victory on Britain's Got Talent may have been watched by 5.2 million people, but the champion still doesn't get recognized. Despite her vocal prowess and unique spin on classics, Somewhere Over the Rainbow and My Way leaving an impression on Simon Cowell and co., people are happy to let her walk on by. In other words, the 29-year-old singer can quite easily nip to the garage in her PJs for a pint of milk. When people see me on TV or anything like that, I'm Sydnie Christmas, but 99% of the time I am just side with my trackies on and my hair in a bun. I can go about my life, and I don't get recognized, she explained to Metro.co.uk. Her situation sounds very similar to a certain Disney series featuring Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. When we pointed out the parallels, Sydnie let out a laugh before adding she is quite happy with the setup as she can still keep a sense of normality. While her ability to get from A to B without being accosted has remained unchanged, many other aspects of her world are immeasurably different. Since Ant McPartlin and Declan Donnelly said her name in the June final, she's recorded her album My Way, is preparing to head on a UK tour in 2025, and is set to perform at David Foster's Hollywood Bowl's 75th birthday party. Of course, she also has her BGT prize, a slot at the Royal Variety performance in November. I'm planning a Bond-like song. I want people to see I blossomed from the girl they saw win and took my place, she teased. On top of the work opportunities, she has the £250,000 prize fund to play with. Although she hasn't spent a penny of the cash yet, Sydnie is instead keeping the money in an ISA account and won't touch it until she is buying a house to share with her future children. Very sensible, especially when you consider Selfridge's annual Christmas shop pop-up has just reopened. The change of circumstance couldn't have come at a better time, as Sydnie felt like she was just existing while working at a gym. After getting multiple knockbacks, she vowed to quit trying to pursue music professionally. It was awful. I was working my ass off trying to make it happen, but nothing was happening. I was at a loss, she stated. It felt like time was not on my side. I was really low, which was difficult for my loved ones to deal with. Her pursuits included applying for BGT for 4 years, which involved sending many videos and being interviewed numerous times. 1 year, she came close but then self-sabotaged and pulled out due to being terrified. Finally, for Series 17, when Sydnie was about to turn off the microphone for good, she was in, and this time, she felt confident enough to walk onto the stage. At her moving audition, Amanda Holden hit the golden buzzer, granting her an automatic place in the semi-finals, and thanks to public votes, she progressed to the final. We all know what happened next. Now she is days away from her debut album release. Sydnie has chosen to do cover songs, as that's what people know her for. It makes sense to honor that. But if Sydnie's lucky enough to get a second round, then she plans to write original material. She's already got big ideas about what subjects she wants to cover and those she'll avoid. I don't want to write about heartbreak, that's what people usually do. I want to write something inspirational and empowering, she passionately declared. Life isn't easy, but something that I'm trying to tell everyone is don't give up on it. Sydnie isn't afraid to be vulnerable to produce the best songs due to her experience on the exposing ITV series. During the process, she found herself quickly learning that people are always going to have opinions. After her history-making win as the first solo woman without a dog to take the title, some viewers claimed that it was a fix due to her experience. She had previously performed in productions of Grease and Starlight Express. I was heartbroken by the things that they were saying. People were nasty, she recalled. It's like, how dare you talk about someone like that? I would never. I fear for what they're teaching the children. That is what my worry is. Now that she's been in the spotlight for a few months, she's adapted a technique to deal with the negativity. I am a sensitive woman, but I've learned to care less. I don't associate with nasty people, so I block, she explained.